Hi, I'm Aaron. Today is October 8th, 2025, and I'm thinking about the time value of money and how that's an important concept to understand when you're negotiating a sales contract. So a basic definition of a time value of money is that a dollar today is worth more to you than a dollar tomorrow. And in order to illustrate that, I'm going to look at two different scenarios. We're going to talk about a $500,000 sales price to start in scenario one. And today's interest rates, we'll use an estimate, say 6.25, and just to keep the numbers easy, we're going to use a down payment of 20%. So first up, scenario one, over here on the right in orange, is a sales price of $500,000, which is a $400,000 loan amount. 20% down is $100,000. You've got a $10,000 seller incentive, and let's say you get the choice. You can use $10,000 as an incentive toward your closing costs, or you can use it to lower your sales price. So in this scenario, we're going to take the $10,000 right now. We're going to take it at the closing table. Your 6.25 interest rate, principal and interest is $2,463. Now, we're not going to use taxes and insurance in this because that's different depending on where you buy. So in this scenario, just principal and interest, $2,463. Your cash to close is $103,702. That does include down payment, prepaids, escrows, and your closing costs, along with your credit for $10,000. So in this particular scenario, you've got $103,702 at closing and a principal and interest payment of $2,463. Over here in scenario two, you say, you know what? Let me take that $10,000, lower my sales price. Okay, so $490, and your loan amount is $392. That's 80%. So you put 20% down. Now your loan amount is $392. With your lower loan amount, think, okay, well, I'm going to have a lower payment, right? So $392, you have zero incentive because you took it off of the sales price. 6.25, your rate's the same. $2,413. That's your principal and interest payment. So you have saved $50, $2,463 to $2,413. You've saved $50 by taking $10,000 off of the sales price. But your cash to close has now gone up because you don't have that seller incentive to $111,484. So in this case, you've saved $50. Over here, your cash to close is $7,782 less. So here's the basic premise here is you want to use your money now as opposed to using it in small increments over time. If you take the $10,000 seller incentive today, your closing costs are reduced and your cash to close is lower, as opposed to if you lower your sales price, you only get a $50 savings in this particular scenario. You'd have to save $50 for 13 years before it would make more sense to take it off the sales price as opposed to taking it at the closing table.